In this episode, for the first time ever, the weather is lousy.
It's lousy.
We are super professional. And we're faced with a rather big setback. Ira's doing the Flappy dance. The Flappy dance we professionally made to make sure that our hands are dry before we put on the gloves. How's the Flappy dance going?
It's Maxwell! It's working!
And
the sun is peeping!
the surplus effect of the Flappy dance is that you're quite hot when you get on the bike, so you're ready to cool down.
It's really working!
So we're ready to leave camp. Almost. Because Iris is struggling with a glove. One of the things of wet weather riding and no way to properly dry your gear. The struggle is real.
Even with our very effective Flappy dance, Iris still needed about 10 minutes to get her gloves on.
10 minutes later. Alright, leaving another camp spot. Insanely beautiful, this one, again. And today we're going to Futaleufú. Hello. It's actually not on the road. It's about a 60 kilometers one-way detour, but it should be worth it. I learned my lesson, by the way, with those ponds. I now go through them very slowly after I got my feet wet in a crossing not too long ago.
Slowly, slowly. Oh!
I've got that on camera. That is funny. Oh, yeah. Being the second one isn't easy if you don't want to ride over a dog. That would be a really big dog. Hey, horsey.
Pas op, hè, jongens. Perfect. Maar jongen. I'm also curious if the road is going to be paved all the way today or it's going to suddenly stop again.
Ow, ow, ow. I opened my visor and I don't know if it's really raindrops.
No, it's raining. I hear it on my helmet. It's beep, 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 beep. It could be hail, yeah.
Because they hit really hard. So Iris just said, I'm really thinking of buying a thermos flask so I can drink tea when we pause. And a warm water bottle for in my tent.
For my tummy!
for our tummy. I'm sorry. My assumption was for the tent. But so actually what Iris needs is a van.
I have to admit, I wouldn't mind having a van.
Got to admit, it's cold. It's lousy. It's wet. And I know we sound like a broken record, and I know we're moaning about nothing because it's amazing here. But it is cold and it is wet. Wow. That is epic.
Imagine how beautiful the mountains would be if we could see them properly. Wow. And there again, you suddenly forget about the cold. And we will be reminded again soon, but wow.
Or at least I am in a really weird place right now. I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm really suffering. And I'm just really happy.
So guys, if you want to make Jonas happy, make him suffer. Maybe that's why he married me.
Yeah, that's probably why I married you indeed. I see appearing a guy on a bicycle. That guy is completely mental. I do always admire people doing that. Holy crap, is he crazy? And those guys were actually on the ferry with us. Gonna give that one a thumbs up as well. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah. I saw the guy with the GoPro on the helmet. Heated grips. Should you or should you not? Well, there are many opinions about this, and on the web you'll find many people who are opposed to heated grips, many people who say heated grips are useless. I am a big fan of heated grips, especially in the weather that we have now. It's not that your hands will be nice and toasty for hours and hours of ice cold rainy weather, but you will be able to keep riding, and that is for me the essence of heated grips. Yeah, there is snow. We've reached snow. There it is. It's white, it's cold, it's snow. So on heated grips, heated gloves are more effective, but they have a battery life, or they have a wire. If you're traveling, that's not possible to work with. So get heated grips, absolutely, and I wouldn't dream of doing this trip without.
Notwithstanding the heated grips, the cold was really getting to Iris.
For me, it's time to soon take a break because I'm getting really cold. We've decided we're gonna go a few more kilometers. If there's somewhere we can go inside, we're gonna do that. And otherwise, we're gonna do some jumping jacks to warm up. Let's see.
It just became a little much. So we've got an Iris in a stove. Not in a stove, at the stove. And we've got this very beautiful little stop. And a very nice lady. And we're getting some bread and coffee and tea, which is amazing. But Iris won't leave the stove for a while, I think.
I need to go to the bathroom. Some food.
Some coffee.
Some tea. I so needed this, really. You can still see it outside, I think.
You can't see the cold.
It's pouring down and it's just a few degrees above freezing. As you could see, there was snow, so Jonas noticed at a certain point I start getting really stressed because I'm too cold, I can't move properly. And luckily he then intervenes and makes sure we quickly go somewhere that I can recover a bit, so thank you.
Something we had already in a previous stop. No clue how it's called, and they just tend to serve it even if you don't ask for it. And it's really good, and I'm eating it with sugar, which is probably a sin, but it's something we have in Belgium. It's called oliebollen, and it tastes almost exactly the same.
And now for the proper bits. We'd been looking forward to this since we were planning the trip, with some surprised shots later. Also, new bucket list thingy, riding highway speeds on those unpaved roads. Let's go!
Oké, we gaan die 120 nog eens proberen, hè.
Speed!
Nope. Bocht was er te snel.
It's so funny to realize that this is a main road. Like, it feels like you're in a, admitted, very wet and very humid and very cold jungle. Oh wow. Look at this. And the white things, I think, I'm not sure if you're going to see them on camera, but it's all snow in the mountains. All the cracks of the mountains are filled with snow. Potholes. You might have noticed I curse a lot, and I do it both if I'm frustrated with something or if I'm very impressed. And my mummy doesn't like it. So sorry, Mum. Holy fuck. 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 Holy fuck. But it just happens automatically. Oh wow. Lago Jelcho. There you go. This is Lago Jelcho.
Ooh, you dirty lady. Very dirty lady.
There we go. We had to make a battery stop because that's one of the things with the colds. Our DJI batteries empty way faster. Like in a normal warm day or warmer day, we can do 1 battery a day. But with the cold now, it's half a day. It's such a big difference to have made this stop for a cup of tea and a coffee, because it made us now enjoy it again, while before we were just I was actually, to keep myself warm, thinking cute piglet, nice and fluffy kitten, cute little duck. I was going through all the small animals in my head to think of something nice and warm to keep me happy.
And now for some professional YouTubing.
Here you have 2 idiots trying to film themselves in the rain. Don't look at the camera, don't look at the camera. That's what you have to do for 1 second of camera footage, you guys. We never realized how much work these silly things are, but look, we're learning quickly.
So, Futaleufú, they originally came up with the name somewhere in the 1800s, and there was just one guy who was really cold, and he was fumbling for words like and the other guys just laughed at him and came up with something else to get in between his words. So it became Futaleufú, because it's really cold there all the time. I've actually smiled so much today that my cheeks are hurting.
And I'm really shivering on the motorbikes, even though my heated grips are at maximum. The cold is really getting to me, and it's not just the being cold now. It's the not being able to escape the cold. It's the knowing I'm gonna be cold all night, probably The cold for me, it's entangled with my emotions somehow. Just moving my feet to change gears and to use my rear brake, it just hurts. It's like my movements aren't what they should be. I don't know, I'm not good, I think, at moderating my emotions. They just overwhelm me completely. They nearly bring me to tears. All I want to do is get in my sleeping bag and stay there all day and forget about the cold till it passes. There you go. Sometimes it's just a little too cold for me. This is my trousers. This is my still rather clean sheepy, and now I need to get over it. 3, 2, 1. Ah! It's okay clean. It's a bit grassy, but all in all, it's not too bad. We're gonna go inside and warm everything. Oh, ow.
So a few days back, I made a cool modification to my bike. I drank a Trooper, which is the Iron Maiden beer. It was quite good, and I've got a beer sticker already on there from Sparta, the Sparta beer, which was good as well. So I thought, let's accompany it with the Trooper. So now I've got Eddie on my bike as well. I'm thinking of making a full beer themed front fork.
So we spent the night in a hostel because of the cold, and now we're hitting the road again. It's still raining, but a little less, and the sun seems to be trying to get out. So hey ho, let's go and hope it's at least a little drier than yesterday. It should be. And from tomorrow onwards, it should actually be dry for 2 or 3 days. It will be really cool. It's going to go -2 or -3, I think. So it's going to be really cold. But it's not going to be raining, so that's a good thing, I would say.
The previously unidentified swamp cow.
A unique view from our campsite. This is where we're gonna be camping tonight. We've got our bikes. We've got some snowy mountains. We've got one Jonas.
A very tired booty moon.
And we've got a river for fishing, where Jonas is gonna nearly catch a big trout for sure.
We are the Revit fishing squad, and I think Revit should stick to bikes.
We're gonna put all our tents up, well, the 2 we have, because they're so soaked from being on the bike, and they're starting to mold actually a little bit. You can see it. It's just a little bit. Yep. White little dots. And that's because everything has been so wet. Look at it. It's dry. This is dry-ish. And this one is dry. So we at least fulfilled one task today. This is near to impossible to believe, but we were pitching up the tent. We put up the rope and this just happened.
Snapped.
It completely broke.
We had many tents, and this is just insane. We had a tent where we camped in 130 km/h storm, and this never happened.
This is really, we don't know if we're going to be able to continue. We can't get a tent in this area. It's much too remote. So we're going to have a big brainstorm this evening. I'm going to try and sew it for now and stick something on it, but especially for the winds in Patagonia, So there you go. This is one of the worst updates we've ever had on a trip, I think.
The biggest setback yet, yeah.
Because with all the rain we've been having, which we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, was a very waterproof tent, but that's not gonna cut it anymore, is it?
I think it's gonna rain inside now. I'm gonna stop filming because we're just too
Gutted.
gutted to keep on talking.